So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Giants.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
From midfield now, Haskins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Saquon Barkley running right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long.
Tight yard, tight. Under 10, under 10, 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 40. Five-yard line.
Let's go. 13 yards on the play. the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
55's my guy, 55.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a score.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Geis with a carry on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 7.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, set. Hey, no. Watch my boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Zoom. Don't be scared.
They go play action now. Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
He don't know no better. Mike 55. Set up.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw on third down. Haskins, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Giants 20, Redskins 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first. Come up here first and 10. Now Murray going long here for Wallace. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
55. So don't say nothing.
Now it's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So we got man. 55, my guy, 55.
Haskins will throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
55, Mike 55. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Haskins. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can...
Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because... This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrett Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Down. 56 yards. 55. It's 3. Watch the run. 2nd
and 5 now. Haskins. There goes a deep ball in zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Haskins. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now a run with Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike, 55. 55. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Second and 5 now. Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. They come out here in the I. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check right. Watching your five. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Say.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. In for the score. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going right side here, and that's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.